Now, here's the game for this one. You're going to create 7 hashtags. So this is a game for the primary audience on this channel, which should be creators and being inspired by content, is that you're going to create 7 hashtags that should come out of this content in order for it to be promoted to the audience you believe it's supposed to go to. You excited? Go.
What this damn Aquarius got me getting
excited about it.
You keeping me on my toes. So I'm like, oh goodness, what? I done seen a lot today.
Excited. We only got one more left. We almost there. But while we wait, before we get to this video, go ahead and introduce yourself because we didn't get to do that in the beginning. Tell people who you are, how they can connect with you. Oh, you did?
You kind of did. You presented me as okay.
Or how people can connect with you. Maybe you can go ahead and say that. And what projects are you promoting right now?
I go by Hathor Segment L, and you can follow me on Hathorians, or my website is hathorians.com/me. And you can see my services. I do spiritual services. You can also follow me on IG at Style Goddess Hathor. Type in Hathor or Hathorians, and you're gonna find me.
Like, wait, do you know?
You can check out my spiritual services. You can check out my fashion services. I work with the mind, body, and soul. So I do a all-encompassing thing with art and all of that, all things beauty. And that's why I go by Hathor, because Hathor is dealing with many aspects. And I'm very multi-dimensional with the business that I do.
Absolutely. All right. Here's our next video.
I think we breathed life into Jesus. I think Black people animated Jesus through the power of their own magic, but that's for a whole other separate rant.
Check out this video. I'll be right back.
What's a thought that you once accidentally thunk and now you can't stop thinking it?
Some months ago, I read a quote from a professor who theorized that Black people imbued power into the name of Jesus, and it really stuck with me. Like so much of the way that Black folks practice the Christian faith is infused with African religious and spiritual traditions, even in ways that most can't see and some refuse to see. And we have channeled all of that spiritual energy into this name for hundreds of years, trying to will ourselves out of an unimaginable suffering. And this happened so much so that it would be no surprise to me if this name in the mouths of Black folks actually did have healing properties and wonder-working power. So often in our comparisons of Black churches and white churches, what is being left out of the conversation is the ways that Black folks have oriented themselves to this name and to this religion in America historically. For white Americans, this name was used for imperialism, colonialism, and white supremacy, and for enslaved Africans and their descendants, this name was used for liberation from suffering and divine love. So while many Black folks and white folks are calling on the same name, I don't think they're remotely tapping into the same energy.
Okay.
All right, so 7 hashtags. If you're trying to promote this to the audience that you think needs to get the message from the video.
Maybe hashtag Black people are magical. Hashtag hashtag Jesus is divine love. Hashtag, it makes me think about hashtag Black people who fly, because it's like the book. I'm horrible at this. Hashtag Christianity versus spirituality, because it kind of seems like a little. This one was hard.
All right, 3 more.
Damn. Hashtag the Black church is transformed. That's too much. Black.
And you gotta think hashtags are used in order for when people are searching. How are the people that need to see whatever content this is? Or who the audience is? Who do you think what do you think the message is? Who do you think the creator is trying to reach with their message?
I think he's trying to get a different perspective from Christians that are Black in the church. but then it still comes to me as being a spiritual type of person, this information. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, hashtag Jesus is divine source.
You said Black people are magical. I don't think I've ever typed that into a search engine. Like, what's going to come up? When Black people are magic?
Black girl magic. Hashtag
Oh,
Black
okay.
So,
All right, 3 more.
Black people, hashtag Black people magic. Like, hashtag Jesus is love, because he was talking about the tapping into a different energy. So usually people say Jesus is love. So this is the energy that you're tapping into that is on the same wavelength, but thought in a different way. Hashtag African spirituality.
Okay, yeah. But you know, what's interesting is when I think about hashtags, right? Because okay, we're going to attract the people who are going to be like-minded, for one. Going to attract the people who are going to get our content. But for our message to really get to whoever it needs to get, it has to get on the other side, right? So here's a perspective. If I am a racist in America and I might type in something, what would be the blend? And I don't know if this is gonna be possible. They might not ever do this, for them to get to something that they would never see unless they put it in. So like,
hashtag I love white people.
Okay, that was probably not the best example. Maybe that's not the best example, but I'm thinking like, how do I? Okay, because if I'm trying to get content creators to my page, right? Those who want to be inspired by content to create new content. So I know I can do content creators, but then I might do philosophy, right? Because I'm looking for content creators who want to make an impact. I might do thought-provoking content, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know why I gave that example, because I don't have an answer. I don't know how I would get, because right now on this page I do want to talk more about racism, religion, and relationships. How do I get the people I really want to start to shift their perspective over here so they can at least see it at least once? I don't know.
Jesus is love.
Just love. There we go. Because love is the common.
They're going to come to it expecting it, but he is talking about a different energy, the way it's expressed with the name of Jesus. When we use Jesus, we're using it to call upon a different source of energy. He's saying,
yeah,
which I get it. I get the whole everything that he's saying. That just because the name is still the intent behind it.
Yeah. All right, last one. So for this last one, this is the game. It's 60 seconds on the clock after you watch the content. You are going to critique the style of the video and its impact level of the clip that we watch.